So let's go ahead and show you how you would do this if we didn't have one of these, right? So all you would do, right, we'll just move this over a little bit, like that. Just we'll keep the camera in the same spot. So really fast here. You would read the putt. You would take one of these aim lines and just kind of plunk it in the ground over here somewhere where you think it's correct. You drag another one over top of the ball, but actually mark where the ball is first. Just like that. Put a few balls down as blockers or a gate. Roll a putt with a reasonable speed, and then based on the outcome, right, determine if it's correct. That looks pretty correct. Right, so first time, first guess, worked out. But now I can stand here and then simply work on my routine, work on my pace, putt after putt, and know that I've set up something that's given me immediate, accurate, and reliable feedback that's more correct than not. So you don't actually need the true roller.
Yeah.
Right? This just creates a little wow factor, for the big show, if you will. And obviously it lets us see that, we're not manipulating the face or the path. The other thing that's cool about the true roller is that sometimes, right, you keep rolling the ball from the same height, the same line, the same speed, and you get wildly different outcomes. It's kind of like dropping a little drop of water or a raindrop on the back of your hand. Depending on where it catches your knuckle, or the lines or imperfections in your skin, it's going to go a different spot. So sometimes you'll roll a putt and you're like, man, that one went right in the middle. The next one finished low, the next one finished high. You're like, what's going on here? Well, the green, it's an imperfect surface. So just little changes in how the ball is, bounding across the turf can start to, wiggle it, in a bunch of different directions. So basically, perfectly stroked putts sometimes don't go in. And the thing most golfers are doing is they're looking at the result and then making a judgment relative to their skill. Well, if perfectly stroked putts can miss and poorly stroked putts can make, then how can you create a judgment on the quality of what you're doing based purely on whether the ball goes in or not, which is something that you can't do, right? And that's why a lot of people start to screw up their stroke because, oh, that one went in, that was good, that one missed, that one was bad. But one of your best strokes could have just been influenced by the nature of how putting is set up. So what I'm looking for is, are my balls looking like they have a chance to go in a lot, right? Do I feel like my pace is on point? Do I feel like my contact is solid? That's how I'm judging, my putting stroke. And then if I know that my green reading is reasonable, then I should make some putts. But just because someday they don't go down doesn't mean that all of a sudden I'm in panic mode about changing my stroke, because some days they just don't go down. Some days they seem like they all go down. But realizing that the green is an imperfect surface and we don't really have accurate feedback when the ball is on the ground, that's an important part of putting, because if we make decisions based on outcome, purely based on outcome, then we can take something that's actually pretty good, screw it up. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about pace control, and then we'll talk about stroke mechanics in general, relative to path and face, and we'll call it a day.